Hey cousins, it's y'all favorite insurance cousin Quan, and I am back to discuss the dangers of purchasing insurance online. Now, the reason why I say that I think that it's a danger is because if you don't know what you're purchasing and when it's time to have a claim, it could be terrible. The average consumer usually looks for cheaper. So it'll let you put things in like the basics, like the liability. Sometimes the PIP, it'll let you play with it. But when it comes to things that should be on your policy, like mini tort, well, what is a mini tort? A mini tort is option to where you get the option to how I want to put it. You get the option to recoup your deductible back from the person or persons that hit you if it's not your fault. So, example, if you have a $500 deductible, which some people have 1,000, 2,500, depends on what your policy may have, depends on what you put, because if you purchased it online, it all depends. But let's say you have a $500 deductible and someone hits you in the rear. Well, what can happen is, of course, you'll say it's not my fault. I don't want to give up my $500. You can use that mini tort and file a claim against the other person's insurance and get your deductible back, subject to that carrier's terms and conditions. Now, most people would say, well, why can't I just file a claim against their insurance? Well, it's easier to let your insurance take care of you, get your car fixed so you can get back up on the road, and then let your insurance company go and subrogate against the other carrier so you can get your money back. That's another thing. So then, like rental car, most people think like, oh, I got a second car at home, or I really don't necessarily need it, but it doesn't change your policy that much. Not at all. So maybe $1, maybe $2, maybe $6. But if you add it up over the 6 months, you spend $6 at Starbucks, McDonald's, that drink when you go out with your friends, something like that. So with that being said, those are little things that can be in there. And then you have other things that you may want to add on, or you may not, and you may not necessarily realize that you need it. So say for instance, you went on there and you got a business and you just needed a general liability policy. Do you know what you're doing with a general liability? Do you know what you're adding? You're just going against price. And remember, I told you guys, price is not always on your side. It's never on your side when it comes to an insurance policy because it'll fail you every time. Another thing is, guys, if you are living with somebody or you have homeowners or renters insurance, make sure you have those things. Renters insurance is needed. Home insurance is needed. Do you know that if somebody steals something out of your car, it's nothing that the adjuster can do if you say they stole it out of my car? Because in a auto policy, it's nowhere for personal property. But if you have renters insurance or if you have homeowners insurance and they stole it out of your car, now you can be covered. Now you can file a claim. So those are the dangers, is you don't know what to get. You're just looking for coverage and I just need to get out of something. I just need to get on the road. But you can mess around and have yourself all screwed up. And the carrier is going to say, it's your fault. Sorry. So just want to get you guys a little tidbits. Those are the dangers of purchasing insurance online. You just don't know what you're doing. Sorry. Y'all be safe out there, cousins. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.